Washing my hands.
We've got a question here at microphone 2 on the right.
Hi, sorry, I'm a bit nervous. So obviously the film's name is Grease, but if you could make it like any name in the world, what would you rename the film?
Barry Pearl.
You took my line. Marty's story.
Jamie?
I don't know, Jan and the gang? Good question.
What's he saves the day?
Okay, I'll be a jerk. It was a great ensemble.
Vaseline.
That was in Mexico, right? They called it Vaselina.
Italy, Vaselino.
We've got a question over here at microphone 1 on the left.
Hi guys, I was just wondering, what was your favourite memory of working on the set of Grease?
What was my
Meet-
favorite memory of working on the set?
Meeting Eve Arden. It was the first time, like, since I was in high school, 30, whatever I was, that a principal actually liked me. And I don't know, most of you are younger than me, but Eve Arden it was a tremendous show, the Eve Arden show. She was the principal of a high school. And with the casting of the film, every day, every scene was big. Frankie Avalon, Joan Blondell,
Sid Caesar.
Sid Caesar, who else? Eddie Burns, Jody Goodman, Alice Ghostly. Every day there was someone, Sid Caesar. I'm telling you.
My favorite moment was the premiere, which we had in Leicester Square in London. And John and Olivia were almost ripped apart by the crowd. There was such a huge reaction. And they were shaking when they got into the theater because everyone was rocking the car and they had all the bobbies lined up to help them through the theater.
I'm sorry. No, also with that, when Jamie, I think, left the show at that time, I came in and John was just leaving to do a Broadway play across the street called Over Here, which actually made him a big star because they compared him to a Jerry Lewis with his comedy. But it was just interesting watching John's career grow after he left and Over Here, just constantly moving forward, and to be older and watching a young kid, I don't know what he was, 18, 19 back then, just flew. He danced, he sang, he acted, he was charming as hell. And by the end of when he left, he couldn't even get out the back door.
And you know, John was responsible for me doing the movie because I had worked with him on Boy in the Plastic Bubble, and he asked for me to do Grease.
It's all connected, so don't turn away.
My favorite experience on the film was watching John and Olivia rehearse for the big dance scene and looking at them and going, oh my God, you know, and then seeing it all come together when we shot it. It was just amazing.
I think that, I just loved working in every moment of that 15 weeks. But thinking back, I think filming You're the One That I Want. Understand that 3 weeks before we went before principal of photography, we had rehearsed this like a play and then performed it for the people at the Paramount. But You're the One That I Want, the producers never seemed to be happy with the last song, which was called All Choked Up, right? And all of a sudden we're out on the Carnival set and they bring out this new song called You're the One That I Want, that we are not really singing on. They had pre-recorded it. And I kept seeing John and Olivia fooling around going, what do I want? You're the one that I want. And they were kidding, like, I guess in the recording studio, they found that fun to do. What are they doing? So we, at Pat Birch, and you, because you hadn't storyboarded this, you were
I had
flying
not heard the song, I had not seen, didn't know what we were going to do that day. They brought the song and we said, well, what do we do with this? And looked over and saw the Carnival thing and said, well, why don't we go in there and shoot it?
Right.
It was all thrown together.
Thrown together like that.
So fast.
So fast. And Pat Birch choreographed it on the spot. And there's a moment before that where we all realized that John is now a jock. And there's that moment where we go from, come on, you're kidding around, to wait a minute. So that moment,
Very good acting.
very
good acting.
You know, that moment was very good. But that we choreographed it on the spot and we did it and it came together like in hours.
You know when it really came together? When Olivia came out and you were shooting her in that outfit, the whole place stopped. I mean, the extras, the crew, everybody just, oh my God, look at her.
That
And they had to sew her into that costume. Is that true?
Yeah, that is
They sewed her into the costume.
I have to say, Michael just reminded me, this man, along with Bill Butler, our director of photography, knows how to make everybody look gorgeous. Every shot in the
Diane
film
Streetbeck, our
is
makeup artist.
beautiful. He makes everybody look incredible. John, Olivia, to a T, and nobody does it better. My favorite moment was, for some reason, I was on the lot, and I got to see Olivia being shooting Hopelessly Devoted to You, and I knew at that moment, she's going to blow the roof off of the box office. This woman is amazing, and she was shooting gorgeously.
Shooting that number was all done in one shot too,
Yeah.
and we had that was done in one day,
One camera.
and one camera setup. So a lot of things in Greece were just improvised and thrown together.
And that song, isn't it a beautiful song, Hopelessly Devoted, that Olivia sings? Beautiful.
We've got a question over here, microphone 2, and I believe this lovely lady is also attending the event tonight. Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
She's ready.
Minnie Sandy.
Hi, my name's Sonia, and I'd like to
Hi,
thank.
Sonia, we know.
Hi,
Sonia, how are you?
love you guys.
She spent $200 in pictures. God bless her.
I just like to thank Brandon for directing and you guys for being such part of an iconic film that given us so much pleasure over the years. And I'd like to ask, do any of the Pink Ladies or T-Birds have any crazy fun stories to tell, things that happened while filming?
I don't want to hog the mic, but I'll go
But
real
keep
fast.
it clean.
In the opening scene, we rehearsed an opening scene where we're going to school, and these two mooks steal my lunch bag, and I'm trying to get it back. And then one of them pushes me so hard, I fell into a rose bush. And I fell on my back, and I thought, well, certainly I'm going to hear Randall say cut. Oh shit! He didn't say cut. Jump out of the roses and keep going in the scene. And I asked him after, why didn't you do that? He said, I love mistakes. I'm glad you kept going. And that shot is in the film.
And we provided him with mistake after mistake.
All worked.
So I pushed you in the bushes?
Yeah, you pushed me in the bushes.
So, but didn't you take my lunch? My mother makes it every day on the first day of school. That was later. I ate a lot in the movie, I guess.
You should see the film. It's fabulous.
We've got time for one final question. I'll go to microphone 1 on the left. Hi.
Hi, my name's Alicia, and I'd like to know if the Ashes do a reunion of the show, like do a second film, would you do it?
What was that?
If you would be up for a sequel with all of you.
We were supposed to do a sequel. It was going to be called Summer School because we failed phys ed, and so Coach Calhoun says, all you have to do is come back to summer school. And that was the original idea. And our producer came to us and said, we're going to do the sequel. But then things changed. The original screenplay screenwriter Bronte Woodard passed away, and the script changed, and then John and Olivia
didn't want to do.
didn't want to do it. And so it became Grease 2 with other T-Birds and such.
There's going to be a sequel called Summer Nights. It's a prequel that's coming out. I'm not sure when. None of us are in it, unfortunately.
And then
we're
there's
working on it. And
There's also TVSB Rise of the Pink Ladies.
Rise of the Pink Ladies. And those are two things that are coming out, but we're not.
And then there was I was in Grease Live with Dee Dee. Did anybody see Grease Live? So they brought us back as a little homage. So that was kind of a good thing, because at one time they were talking about Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears redoing the film, and it's not broken, don't fix it. So the best they could do, I think, was one of those live television things. So.
I loved that one. Well, we're going to go down the line here and ask you if anything else you want to mention, anything that you're working on coming up, and just some final words for your Grease fans here in Liverpool. We'll start with you, Diane.
I just want to say that when I watch the film, and I've seen it a few times, whenever John does that first turn, I still catch my breath. And that's all I want to say. When you say to do something like this, I think we somehow got this so right the time that we did it, that, well, in this group, none of us even wanted to touch Grease 2. Because it was what it was, and I think it became that for all the reasons we've been telling you. But I really think what makes people love it is that there is so much love
Camaraderie.
among us, and that that it isn't corny. It's just pure, fun love, and it's the kind of love that everybody really recognizes and can respond to, because we hopefully all have somebody we have that good a time with. And so I really don't think we've got it. We're still, just by being here, it's almost like we're back doing it again.
Yeah.
More than it would be if we had new scenes, where now we're the grandparents of the greasers. You know, so I think, you know, we appreciate what we had enough to not be saying, you know, I want another helping.
Although Marty would be a great grandmother, wouldn't she? Like still in really high heels and maybe like a leopard print pants or something and a cigarette. I don't know. Just to me, I could see that.
Look, Dee Dee actually was, she came to all of us to put together what they call a Bible, to do a real Grease sequel, and we all contributed our stories. So that was attempted, it never came to be. But aside from that, to answer your question, for me, and I think for all of us too, this project is a gift that keeps on giving. There is nothing for me personally more fulfilling than you guys and what you made this. You're the other character in this piece. Your appreciation for what we have done, your joy, and generation after generation after generation, because of the universality, I think, of the story, the gorgeousness of those two stars, John and Olivia, our gorgeousness and our camaraderie has made it what it is today. And we appreciate you so much. This, I mean, me personally, I have no idea. Imagine yourself standing up here, sitting up here after years of a career, having this deliciousness going on in your life. So we thank you. Mic drop. Nonetheless.
I would just say what he said.
I would just say what he said, because I said it last time. So it's all okay. But I'll tell you something. The demographic on this movie is from a year-old forever. It's a great babysitting movie for your young parents. The kids don't have any idea what's going on, but they laugh. So that's what's so wonderful about it. And so Barry took the story.
And I would also agree with Barry, and I would say that you are the ones that we want.
What a fabulous, and please give another round of applause to your great